Hello everyone, and welcome back to working on the Pokemon diorama. Today I will be making a lake portion using some craft resin, epoxy craft resin. I also have these pigments, so I will be using this aquamarine pigment to color the lake water. Alright, so I have this silicone mold here that I'll be pouring the mixture into. First things first, I will start with the resin portion. And I'll pump on about 10 pumps of this. All right, and then I'm going to put in a couple drops of the pigment. 3. Then I'm going to do 10 pumps of hardener. Then I'm going to take the craft resin stick and stir it all together. Trying to make sure I get the bottom and the sides scraped so any excess will also cure fully in this. Otherwise it'll stay all sticky. Gonna set this over here in the mold real quick, and then I'm gonna do 10 more pumps of the regular resin. And then 10 more of the hardener. And back to stirring. All right, and then repeat of 10 pumps. And 10 hardener. Now I'm taking a look at the coloring here, and this seems to be a slightly darker blue. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my lapis lazuli, and let's add a drop of that. Well, 2 drops apparently. I squeezed too hard. And we're gonna just mix that in and see if that helps our coloring. Oh yeah, that's much better. Since we added a bit more color, I want to get a lot deeper into the stirring. But yeah, it looks like that's gonna match our diorama's coloring a lot better. All right. 10 more. And 10 of hardener. All right. Once again, stir. And I don't worry too much about bubbles with this particular epoxy resin. I've yet to really have a ton of bubbles with it. It tends to clear out by the time it's completely cured. All right, I'm gonna pour it into the mold now. Mold this way real quick. I'm just trying to scrape the bottom and sides. Okay. It looks like it only goes up a 1/4 of an inch. Oh, nope, it's 1 centimeter up. I want it to be about 2 centimeters. So we did what, 30 pumps? That means we'll need to do another 30 more. There's 10. Again, we did 1, 2, 3 of the, whoops, well, now 4 of the aquamarine, and it was 2 of the lazuli. There we go. And hardener. And grab our stir stick and stir it up. That's the nice thing about the pigment. It also you can see how well it's been mixed up because of it. All right. And stir. And stir. All right, let's move our mold back over here so you can see it better. And I hold it pretty high above and just pour. Hold it in a way that you can. I don't know if you guys can see what we have is like a ring of bubbles. Of course, what I need is so far away from me. I'm gonna move stuff. I'm gonna take this and just go along the top. See how they disappear? With fire. Careful not to get too close to the sides of your silicone mold because it will melt the mold. But yeah, just lightly along the surface. Go around and get rid of the obvious bubbles. Ta-da! I'm just gonna tap you real quick. Yep, there we go. And then we wait for How long? 24 hours for it to cure. And that's it. We just wait for it to cure. And then once it does, we will be able to put it on top of our diorama right there. Anyways, that's it for our resin lake on our Pokemon dioramas. Have a good day. Bye.